definitely have a lot of stuff in the works as of right now. I don't really know what they would feel comfortable with me talking about. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, they got a lot of stuff going on right now. To expect them to be making some kind of announcement as far as their plans within a week or a week after the games to be released.
Okay. There's just because when I was researching you for the interview, stalking you on the internet to figure out
Nice, nice.
what to ask you, I saw like contradicting reports, like you were a member of VT and a member of Millennium. So I just wanted to clear that up. Also, how
Yeah,
about Huck TV? How's that going? Yeah, so you've
Huk
been playing a
TV.
lot of what's it called? You play a lot of Company
Oh,
Heroes.
Company Heroes. Yeah, Huk TV. I don't know. I like to do it. I don't get to play StarCraft 2 while I stream just because I have a newer computer than what I did when I started the beta. I actually, my computer when I first started playing the beta was horrible. If I got over 100 supply, it would affect my play because I would lag too much. I couldn't go Storm because I lagged too much. There's like it actually restricted my computer, restricted my play. But I got a better computer now, which I can pretty much do anything I want play wise. But it's not good enough where I could stream and play. So StarCraft 2 wise, Huk TV, I stream replays and I cast like other players' games, even live games or tournaments. And then when the beta's down, I like stream Company Heroes and talk trash and just fool around really. And that was a game I used to just randomly play with a bunch of friends from Company Hero Clan and whatnot.
Okay, yeah. Actually, on that topic, I actually remember that being discussed in, I think it was a show match you did, one of the Gosu coaching show matches. Did you play in any of those, or
Yeah, I played against Machine,
that
the
was
Havad
right.
just yeah.
When they were casting the game, they mentioned that when the beta first started, you had like this really bad computer that could barely handle the game, and
Yeah.
that you actually tailored your strategy to win really early or to win before you were at the point where your computer couldn't run the game anymore. And now that your computer is really good, now you've kind of got this really solid, aggressive playstyle because of that.
Yeah, yeah. I used to basically, I mean, I think a lot of people, like, I'm notorious for being like this one base all-in Protoss player. I did it a lot. I'm not gonna say I didn't do it a lot, but it was mainly because, like, I didn't want to go around telling people being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like 4 or 5 gate all in, and if you defend it, you win the game because it would be pretty obvious. They would just have to, win the first 10, 15 minutes and they'd be solid. But yeah, my computer actually, I couldn't really micro anything after like 100 supply or so. So I would actually, kind of have to force the action, which I mean, it helped me because now like people know I can do that kind of play and pull it off. But I can also play straight up. I can still fast expo PVZ, or do like some really good storm drops mid game, or whatever like that. So I have like a wide range of play I can throw at my opponent.
Okay, but you are known for being a little bit of a in-your-face bulldoggy. Well, I don't know, bulldog doesn't exist anymore, but in-your-face type player, sort of similar to QXC actually.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not passive. That's for sure. I am really aggressive. I mean, I take what I can get. If I feel like I can, contain an opponent, I'll do that. And if I feel like I can attack and do damage or win the game, I'll do that too. So yeah, I would say that's a fair assessment of my playstyle.
Alrighty. Now, how's your experience been with your team Millennium so far? Even though you
Oh,
joined
well,
after the beta went down, which is
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good friends with Moman, who actually brought me into the team, who's like a really good French Zerg player. Other than that, I've just been talking to like him and the managers and producers, I guess you'd call them, at Millennium.org. I mean, they all have been really nice to me, and we've talked even when beta's been down about strategies and stuff like that. And So far, it's been great. I mean, I'm just, ready to get back into it and see how I can represent them well in tournaments and whatnot.
So, is Millennium mostly a European team, or?
Yes, it's a French team. Like if you go to this site, I think most of the news posts and stuff are in French, so it's a very European team.
So I'm guessing, just through your last name, the fact that you said you're not from Ontario originally, and that you're on a French clan, I'm guessing you're originally from Quebec, aren't you?
No,
No? Okay.
I'm very French. You said my last name beautifully, which most people don't. I'm very French. I mean, I'm like 50 to 75% French. I don't know, like I call my grandpa pépère, which is the French word for grandpa. I just didn't grow up. I grew up like in a decent to bad area in Florida. It was very ghetto, I guess you could say.
Oh.
I lived there until I was like 16, then I moved up here when I was 16. And then I've lived in Ontario since then. But I didn't grow up in the culture at all. Can't say like any words in French, but I'm very French, so it's kind of weird.
I had the same deal happen. My extended family name is Bilodeau, which is similar. So I know the feeling. Except I'm going to Quebec for university in the fall, so I'll have to relearn how to be French, I guess.
I guess so.
So let's actually talk about Canada, because this is our Canada Day special.
Alright.
And since you've been playing StarCraft for so long and you've been involved with eSports, could you give us a brief explanation maybe on what Canadian eSports is actually like?
Well, as far as I know, SC1 scene Canada was represented really well by Guillaume, Testy, Jane Fay, and I guess Noni too if he is Canadian. Other than that, what's the next biggest thing esports wise? I guess like pure ponage. I mean, I can't really think of anything else. I guess it's very underrepresented.
Pure ownage, though. Have you seen any of the episodes from the
I've seen
Showtime show?
Yeah, I've seen all of them.
What I don't get is, I don't know. This is my pet peeve because I saw this. I only ever saw this really recently, like the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best StarCraft player in the world in the show, anyway. Like he's better than Jaedong and Flash, according to the ladder. Doesn't make a dime off of it.
Well, yeah. I mean that's very inaccurate for them. I don't know, man.
I think they just needed it for the TV show.
Yeah, obviously. I wonder how good that guy is, because he obviously, like, if you listen to other stuff he's done, he obviously knows what he's talking about. I actually saw a segment of a thing he did recently where he'd answered an SC2 question, and he sounded like he knew what he was talking about. I mean, I don't know if he does his own stuff or he's actually playing, but
if he got
he's like discussing.
And if he actually got into esports and like the owner actually started showing up in tournaments, oh my god.
That'd be sweet, right? That'd be so sick. If he ever saw this interview, like, call me up. I'll do like a TV show with you where you can own me. I could, 4 or 5 get you all in. You could rape me. I wouldn't care. Hit me up on that. I think he actually plays SC2 though, because when he answered this question, he's like talking all strategy. He's like, oh, so he popped out with like Colossus. So I made like these corruptors and I corrupted them and then I raped them and then I burned roaches and popped up behind his base, raped them. It was like pretty cool. So hopefully he does play SC2 and he does show up to some tournaments.
That'd be cool. That'd be good for the country since we don't have all that much. Is there any like big LANs or tournaments that are in country? Like I've been looking around. I'm trying to find like a Toronto tournament or a Toronto LAN or anything like that.
Not that I know of. I think they got there's some West Coast LAN going on mid-August, but I'm not planning on going into it, but I don't know. There, I could link you, I guess, at some point. At some tournament in mid-August out on the West Coast in Canada.
So let's talk about some of the Canadian StarCraft 2 players. Since you obviously know more than I did because they don't have really a player database yet. So I just, got what I could by asking around. And I know about you. We're talking about you for the whole show, so we can skip you for the moment. How about the other very creative, very interesting Zerg player, Slush?
I actually haven't played a lot with Slush, which is surprising. He's really good. First of all, I mean, he won that Team Liquid Invitational, among other things. He's part of Team Root, which is a really strong team, if not the best team in North America. So he's definitely got the infrastructure around him to be a really good player. I don't know. Like, I really haven't played that many games with him. I know he's a all-around really solid player. I didn't see him that much at the end of beta as far as tournaments and stuff. So
he's coming on. He's coming on next week. We can ask him then.
Okay.
Kiwi Kaki.
Is he French Canadian?
Yeah,
by the way,
he's from Montreal.
There's so many French Canadian players.
His last name. I don't know. I can't remember his first name, but his last name is Paget.
Wow. Kiwi Kaki I've played more with. All around he's a really funny, solid guy.